Hey everybody, welcome back to the farm. We are in the Ram today and we're going to be making a road trip for a purchase. I don't want to say a whole lot about it right now. It is sort of related to a small new business venture that we're going to be undertaking here at the farm. So there's kind of basically two surprises today on the video. First, the thing we're picking up, and second, the new venture, which I will mention possibly in this video. Depends on how the day goes, how long it takes me to do things, and if it's still light out when I get back, or if I have to finish the video tomorrow. So stay tuned for that stuff. That'll be coming up. We just made our first stop. We are in Binghamton, New York at a truck, I guess truck body place that builds, puts bodies on trucks and hitches. And this is what I picked up. You can see it in the back seat there. That is the hitch for the Ram 3500. All right, so it's day two of our adventure. By now you've probably seen what we bought. So let's take a little closer look at it here. This is a John Deere Gator 4x2. It looks like it's in pretty rough shape, I know. These are good little machines, fairly bulletproof. This one, has some damage. It's seen some wear, but the overall frame and everything on it, it really hardly has any rust on it. It's pretty solid. So the battery is very weak in it. Apparently the thing's been sitting a long time. It had a bunch of dust. You can see bird poo on there. It's been sitting around a while, so the battery has been low in it, and I've had to keep the little jump pack on there to start it. But this is what we're looking at here. It does have the light kit, which is bent, and you can see some paint on things here. And yes, the seat, these things have come undone, so it's going to need some new seats. Another light there that got bent, but overall it really is in pretty good shape. It'll be pretty easy to fix it up. It needs some adjustments, of course, some service, and yes, my silly dog is running around. She smells other animals on that. But it'll be pretty easy to get things fixed up, I think. So one of the big cosmetic things, seats are easy, but this fender, somebody hit something and busted the fender up here, and of course you could see the light here. So all that needs to be replaced. You can buy those fenders. I've seen used ones for under 100, and new ones I think are close to 2. So I want to get this all washed off here today and get it put in the garage so that we can work on it, because the rest of these are all in good shape here. This fender's not broken at all. The only other thing, it has a little crack in the plastic over here, which I'm not going to worry about that. But it has the flashers and the light kit and a horn, and all sorts of little different options that were not standard on these originally. The bumper, believe it or not, yet the bumper wasn't standard equipment. The tires are in real good shape. They are turf tires, but they are not. I don't see any big dry rot cracks or anything in them. They look pretty good. So we're going to clean it up, but yeah, we're going to wash this up. So the big question that everybody's probably wondering is, why in the world did I buy this? Well, the reason takes me into another part of this video, which briefly, a new business venture. We're going to start fixing up and selling some equipment here. So I know there's a lot of guys that buy and sell equipment and things, and I'm going to try and do things a little bit differently. So the first thing is, I'm very particular about stuff. So I don't want anything to have issues. I want it to look nice. I want it to function the way it's supposed to. Just real nice pieces. So that's what we're going to do with this, is fix it up and make it look fairly close to new. It's not obviously going to look brand new, but it's going to look really nice so somebody will get a quality machine. The second thing I'm going to do a little bit different than maybe some of the used equipment guys out there is I'd like to keep things around here on the farm and use them for a bit before we turn around and sell them. So I might have this thing here, you know, a month or two running it around, making sure everything's good to go before I sell it. So that's going to give us some pretty cool repair videos on this, and also put a little money in my pocket down the road when I go to sell it. So you'll probably see some other things on the channel we're going to be bringing in and working on, and then we'll be selling them. But don't worry, I'm not going to turn this into a for sale channel. Every time something new comes in, I'm not going to say, oh, hey, you can buy this or whatever. That's not the point of it. The point is to show some good repair videos, and then in the end be able to sell them, and again put a little money in my pocket. What I'm hoping to do is transition out of the landscaping business. That has sort of been my goal the last couple of years, and the weather, as many of you know, the weather has not been agreeable to that whatsoever. So and looking for some different ventures and different things that we could do, selling equipment makes sense, because if I start to exit the landscaping business, I actually already have a bunch of pieces of equipment that I'm gonna have for sale. So it already sort of fits into what I'm doing. I'll already have a little bit of inventory sort of built up from those landscape pieces that I intend to sell. So I'm not just starting with one piece. I probably have 10 different things that I can put up for sale pretty quick, and start to turn a little income from that. And there is some flexibility with selling equipment. We'll kind of get into that in a different video. So anyway, so enough about that little venture, and this is our first piece. So the next thing I'd like to talk about is my trip yesterday that I started on the video. The first thing I did was I picked up a hitch for the Ram 3500, which is over there under the carport. But what is this? This is a Ram? Why is there another Ram here? So this brings me to another part of this video, is my new truck. So this is a 2019 Ram 2500. It has, you know, the new grill and some of the new features and things that the Rams came out with in 2019. One of the biggest things I like about the truck is that it has an 8-speed automatic transmission in it, which is fantastic around here for our hills. That is a bonus for me. It is a gas engine. I did not want another diesel. It's the 6.4 Hemi, so it's the larger of the two gas engines that are available for the 3/4 ton. And it is, again, I can do a separate video on this at some point, but it's just a tradesman package again. It has a couple of little bonus things in it, but Ram and of course Chrysler had a bunch of year-end deals that I guess they can call it the employee pricing. And then because I traded in a vehicle that was in a business name, I got additional bonus cash. So I ended up getting $10,000 off the sticker price of this truck, which was only in the mid-40s to begin with, because it's a tradesman. It does have some power stuff in it, but it's not, you know, super high-end leather fancy. I don't want that stuff. So I really was very happy with the deal that I got. And we traded two vehicles in. I had an older pickup that I traded in, and we had another vehicle that we used for the family that didn't get used a lot. And in talking about sort of condensing finances a little bit, I'm actually saving $400 a month by having this brand new truck versus paying for the other two and the insurance and everything on those. And I chose a truck because of the nature of the business, with hauling hay and equipment and different things. Having two trucks was more important to me. We still have our Jeep, so we have plenty of family room. Both of my trucks are crew cabs, so we're not worried about that. So anyway, any questions about the truck or whatever, let me know. No big deal. Like I said, if anybody's interested, I can do a video at a later date. And that brings me to another part of this video, which was actually my favorite part of the trip yesterday. I got to meet Mike P. 7810. He's up in New York, an hour and a half or so north of me, and I was actually headed fairly close to his place on the highway, and I happened to reach out to him, and he was nice enough to sort of host me at the farm yesterday for a few hours. We had a nice time just kind of BSing together. He showed me around a bit. I did not take a video there. He was okay with me doing that, but we kind of got talking a little bit, and one thing led to another, and then it was almost dark out, so I didn't end up taking the video, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, because it was nice just to get to know him a little bit. Anybody that does YouTube, sometimes it's a little awkward kind of pulling out the camera and hey, nice to meet you, and then you got the camera in front of you and you're like trying to make conversation or ask questions or something for the purpose of the video, and it kind of ruins that first visit, kind of getting to know each other a little bit kind of thing. And so I'm glad I didn't film anything. Hopefully at some point I'll be able to go back up there when the weather's nicer, and maybe we can do a couple things together, make a joint video, and that would be a lot of fun. He's a really great guy. I think most of you guys are subscribed to his channel already, but if not, I will leave it down in the description. Please go check him out. Super down-to-earth guy. We had a lot in common, and again, thanks Mike, it was great. I really appreciate you hosting me up there yesterday for a few hours or however long it was. I don't know, you just start talking and the time flies, so I appreciate that. Let's get this washed up, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're all done. All right, well, here she is all cleaned up. This is not by any means a detailed wash. You can still see there's paint on here I got to get off, and I did not take the bed liner out yet. I'm going to do that. I think there's, I don't know, looks like just maybe 2 screws that hold it on. So we'll take that out and see what the bed looks like inside. I'm hoping it's nice. If the bed liner's been in the whole life of the machine, the bed inside should be pretty spotless, other than, I shouldn't say spotless, it's going to be dirty, but hopefully no damage or rust or anything. So, but when we get done with the project completely, yep, had to jump it again. But when we get done with the project completely, then I'm going to wash it good, like with a sponge. I just did the pressure washer today, and so I'll sponge it down good. We'll wax everything up on the plastic and the metal and everything, and we'll get it all cleaned up, because there is definitely spots that I missed. But just to get started to work on it, there was a lot of gunk and mud and crap all over it. So I just wanted to be able to clean it up, just to be able to work on it some. The engine compartment, for those of you who are unaware, that dumps, and the engine compartment down in there was a mess. So anyway, well, it's not a quick video anymore, but a video of my trip to New York and the new business venture, new truck, and everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more videos on the repairs of this Gator and some other things coming up for sure. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it, and thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video.